GCMMA guys coming to you with the live reactions this week for UFC 303. Started off the card 1-for-1 guys. Vinicius Oliveira basically just kicked Ricky Simone's ass for the entire fight. It was not even a close fight. We were trying to tell you, I know I was a bit hard on Ricky Simone in the prediction, but that's exactly why, guys. Did he look like a fighter inside of the UFC right there? Failed takedowns on a guy with one leg, guys. That's 3 in a row that Ricky Simone has lost. I don't even know what they do at this point. But as I said, they were using Ricky Simone to build this guy up as a prospect, and he got it done.
Yeah, boys, I can't tell you how happy I am right now. First leg on a couple of my parlays. Cash, Vinicius Oliveira beat the fuck out of Ricky Simone, boys. That's what he gets, you know. We bet on Ricky Simone before, and he let us down. You don't let us down, boys, without paying the price, and that's what happened. And that shit was crazy at the end of the fight when Vinicius Oliveira's like throwing like kicks behind his back, and just Ricky Simone just let it happen to him. Like,
I don't know like what his deal was.
Yeah.
It didn't even look like he was trying to fight, but 1-for-1 boys, let's fucking get it this card.
all right, boys, we just watched Ray Teixeira versus Carlos Hernandez. Pretty boring fight. I mean, especially coming off the first fight of the card. Ray Teixeira was just trying to scissor Carlos Hernandez to death the whole fight. I mean, I don't know why I didn't even think about that, because we said that he was a lesbian in the prediction. We should have thought that was going to be his pathway to victory for this fight. So that's on us, but it is what it is.
Guys, good for him. I mean, he showed he is pretty good at grappling. He definitely has a path to being successful inside the UFC using that. I don't want to hate on him too much, even though it's not my preferred style. We're technically 1-1 on the card, but we did say in the video not to count that against us because we weren't paying it too much thought. But we'll give it credit, guys. We're 1-for-1, 2 decisions. We got Budai and Arlovsky up next, hoping to see a knockout. But yeah, boys, starting off card. Well, we'll see how it goes.
Yes, sir.
All right, boys, Martin Buday, Andre Arlovsky, 2-1 on the card so far. I honestly don't even know if I could say Martin Buday won that fight, but we picked him and he got his hand raised, so we'll take it. Overall, just a very boring, not entertaining fight whatsoever. Two guys who are one past their prime, one guy out of shape, just hugging and shit. Barely any strikes thrown. I mean, guys, Vinicius Oliveira came out spectacular, and I was like, this is going to be a great card, like a lot of action, and there still could be. But I mean, guys, come on, we got to step it up from shit like these last 2 fights we've seen.
Yeah, boys, like, we love the UFC. We watch every card, every fight that they put on, but we never want to see 2 fat guys just laying up against each other for 15 minutes. Like, that was not entertaining. Really put a sour taste in my mouth for this card.
Budai should be ashamed.
Yeah, Budai, I mean, I picked you to win, but that was a shitty performance. And
I'll be picking against him in his next matchup.
yeah, enough of these fat heavyweights. We need to put an end to this shit. But hopefully these next couple fights, I know the next fight's a women's fight, so we gotta wait till after that to get another good fight. But hopefully after that, you know, the card comes through. It should, but that's all I gotta say.
We'll see, boys.
All right, boys, we just watched Peyton Talbot versus Giannis Gamori, and it went exactly as we planned. I mean, like, Peyton Talbot just really fucked that guy up. He had no business being in the octagon, but I'm happy I got Peyton Talbot by KO on one of my parlays. The night's looking good here, boys. I'm about to make a bunch of money, and then you'll see us at the end of the night with all the parlays we won. This is gonna be great for us, boys. It's looking real good.
Guys, what a nice change of tempo to the card. Like we were saying, last 2 fights are pretty boring. I was very confident in Peyton Talbot. I did not expect him to get that shit in 19 seconds. I don't know what type of dynamite this guy carries in his hands to be landing a straight right like that in the very beginning of the fight and like cracking his chin. But guys, like, you know, every fight this guy gets into, that him versus Sean O'Malley matchup becomes like that much more possible. And I do think that him against those dynamic strikers in that division, Peyton Talbot versus Corey Sandhagen, Peyton Talbot, even just give Peyton Talbot Dominic Cruz to get that guy out of the UFC.
Yeah.
It would be a very good matchup. I just really think that this guy has a bright future inside of this division, and we're happy that he was able to provide the first finish.
Yeah, he's definitely a problem, boys. Stay tuned for more.
Boys, we told you in the prediction videos that this was the GC MMA Revenge Tour. We just saw Charles Jourdain get knocked out. We just saw Ricky Simone get knocked out. Karma's a bitch, and when you guys sell our parlays, shit like this happens, guys. We were telling you John Silva, whether he was professional, whether he missed weight or not, it only took one shot. And Charles Jourdain is just not an elite fighter anymore, guys. I was super hyped up on him coming up in the UFC because he was doing all types of crazy shit, guys. John Silva's that guy, and don't cap on the fucking fight nerds.
As you can see up here, boys, or wherever the fuck it is on the screen, first parlay of the night, locked, cashed, Vinicius Oliveira, John Silva. We told you in the prediction.
Underdog
the
money.
hot underdogs on this card. If you listen, good for you. You know who to trust. If you didn't, or it's all right. At least you watched the video. But still, John Silva just beat the fuck out of Charles Jourdain. I mean, one shot is all it took for Charles Jourdain to be afraid of the power. It got to the second round, and at that point, he was done already. He didn't know what to do. Guys, do not fade these fighting nerds. Do not fade that camp. Just lock in their fighters, boys. That's the quickest way to make money betting on the UFC.
Okay.
No. I'm writing strikes and
All right,
shit.
boys. Card
See
teeing
y'all.
up. Two finishes in a row, guys. Let's go.
Yes, sir.
Guys, Andre Fili versus Cub Swanson. Way closer than I thought it was going to be. But that just goes to show Cub Swanson he's still a tough fight, guys. I mean, he's 40, but he's not a pushover. He's done a lot of great things in the UFC, so I'm happy for him that he made it. I'm also glad that Andre Fili still won because he had a lot of stuff riding on him. But we just found out that T-City pulled out, and instead it's Dan Ige versus Diego Lopez.
Guys, I know you'll be seeing this video after the fact, but I'm about to slam the Diego Lopez money line. They're trying to screw with me. I was going to sweep this whole fucking card, and now they're trying to screw with me with T-City pulling out. He's fucking up everything, but I'm just going to slam the Diego Lopez money line to make up for it, boys. I don't know what's going on. I've never seen this in my whole time of watching UFC. Shout out to Dan Ige for saving the fight. I mean, respect to him.
The day of stepping up on short notice.
This guy's stepping in on like 30 minutes.
This guy needs to be Dan Balls of Steel Ige.
This is crazy, boys. But like,
guys, we're 5-1 on this card right now. We're fucking tearing this stuff up. We hope you guys are having a good time and you guys lock some shit in too, and then it's going good. But yeah, guys, let's see what's gonna be on with Ige and Lopez. Guys, Joe Pyfer, first round fucking knockout.
Boys, what the fuck did we say? Like, look around you. You see all this fucking green? These are the parlays we've hit on this card so far. We're not even on to like the fucking good fight. We're not even on to the Diego Lopez, Dan Ige. We're not on the MVP and Gary yet, boys.
We haven't even made it out of the prelims.
Yeah, tell them what happens
We're-
when you cap on GCMMA.
We're literally getting paid to drink Miller High Lifes and watch UFC. Like, if you guys aren't subscribed to us, this is a reason. This is the best reason to subscribe to us. All this fucking shit right here of all the parlays we hit, they might be here, they might be there, they might be behind me, below me. Fucking who knows? All these parlays on the screen is what we made tonight. Do not cap on this channel. MMA Guru wasn't hitting this shit. Lucas Tracy wasn't hitting this. Bedtime MMA, MMA Che. We want picks. Like, no disrespect to those guys, but they were not locking in this shit, boys.
We're about that, boys. Joe Pyfer, super glad to see him come back, especially with an impressive knockout over Marc Andre. We tried to tell you guys, Marc Andre was going to come in swinging and he was going to get touched. It wasn't even 2 minutes into the fight. Really happy Joe Pyfer's back. Can't wait to see what's next for him. He got fraud checked, but he's back now, boys. Let's fucking get it with this card. Main card coming up, and we're already up a bunch of money, boys. Let's go.
Yes, sir.
It's Ian Gary versus MVP. I was completely wrong in trying to say that was going to be a strikers match. That was not a strikers match. That was a pussies match. Hanging on the back, trying to fucking grapple the whole time. That's not at all what I expected from the two of them. MVP was obviously much better on the feet, and it showed at the end of the second round. Ian Gary did what he had to do. 16-0. He's undefeated. The O did not go this time, but I mean, guys, I'm just not impressed by that.
Ian Gary is a massive fucking pussy. This guy he didn't know what to do besides hold MVP to the fucking ground. Like, congrats, you won the fight by holding another man down to the mat and hoping for dear life you won a decision. Ian Gary, you're a fucking pussy. Sure, we got this pick wrong, but we're still a fuck
7-2, guys. Like, really,
we're 7-2 on the goddamn card, making a bunch of bread on this shit. Like, it's
we would have liked to see a better fight, but it is what it is.
Yeah, we would like to see a striking match, but it is what it is. Ian Gary pushed out as we expected. This guy is like, I can't wait. I cannot wait till the day.
Ian Gary versus Rachmanov.
I cannot wait till the day Ian Gary is out on his feet on the ground, looking up to the goddamn stars, praying he doesn't eat another shot by somebody. This guy is fucked, and fuck him and everything he has to do with in the UFC. They need to get rid of all the promos and shit. Like, Ian Gary's a bitch. Like, it's as simple as that.
Guys, we still got some other fights on the card, so let's hope that those things go straight. But yeah, Ian Gary, fuck him. Guys, GCMMA is undefeated on the Pong table as well. Dan Ige, as we said before, stepped in against Diego Lopez. Our balance right now is at 2,800. We just threw 2,800 on Diego Lopez to pay like 3,700, boys.
Boys, like,
we're on fucking fire tonight, guys.
The two of us, we bet on the same account. One account has all of our parlays. We had different shit locked in. We put everything on Diego Lopez, and we're riding with this shit. We've said Diego Lopez is a lock, and
Dan Ige doesn't change a thing.
That doesn't change shit, boys.
If anything, that made us more inclined.
We're running this shit. This is GCMMA textbook shit. And we'll come back and record a live reaction after Diego Lopez fucks up Dan Ige, boys. Like, we're going all in on this fucking card for you guys, for us. Everything's on the line here, boys. We'll see you when the fight's over.
Guys, Anthony Smith and Roman Dolidze, we said our piece. I'm not really sure if that changes my opinion on Roman Dolidze. I mean, good for him. He's a warrior. Stepped up on very short notice and took out someone in the top 10 of a division. And Anthony Smith let me down, man. It's like, I can't fucking win with this guy. You pick against him, you lose. You pick him, you lose. It's like, Jesus, man. But I mean, good performance by Dolidze. He just went and showed like I don't want to take anything away from him. He went up a weight division. He won a fight. Good for him, man. That's good for his career, and we'll see what's next.
Yeah, I mean, I'm not too upset because we just won a fuck ton of money, boys. But hoping to win a little bit more. But Anthony Smith decided that he wasn't trying to win the fight after the first round. It's whatever. I mean, I've been on Anthony Smith forever. The one time I bet on him, he goes rogue. It is what it is. I can't complain because we just made a fuck ton of money
on Diego Lopez.
On to the next fight. I'm sorry we couldn't get the breakdown of the Anthony Smith fight. We were hot on the Pong table, boys. We're 4-0 on the Pong table tonight. We were hot. We didn't want to stop and slow our momentum down. So we're just coming at you after those two fights ended. We just saw Diego Lopez. He had a dominant first two rounds. He started gas in the third, but he survived. He survived, got the W. And
guys, we put 2,800 on Diego Lopez against Ige.
We slammed the whole fucking
we
balance.
Started tonight, all in, together investment, 1,300, and we ended at like 37 or 3,800, guys. We made $2,400 tonight drinking silver bullets in Miller High Lifes and watching the fights. Guys, if you want to be like GCMMA, you got to get in with me. Yeah, on some shit like that, on some Boss Man D'Lo shit. If you want to be the boss, you got to pay the price.
As far as those fucking idiots on our shorts trying to talk shit about our channel.
Oh, you guys didn't get MVP versus Ian Gary. How much money did you win tonight?
There is nothing other channel on YouTube hit the amount of shit we hit. We might as well put it in this video too. Nobody was hitting anything up here, boys. Like nobody else was. You can talk as much shit as you want about our channel. Oh, you don't even get 1,000 views. We don't need 1,000 views to
When
make
we're
up
making $2,400,
bro. You can go kiss somebody's ass and get the hell off our channel and fuck yourself, bro. It's literally, this is all GCMMA is about. Nothing complicated. It's about having a couple drinks, having a good time, and
watching
winning
a couple fights, making a fuck ton of money.
with your boys. That's all we're about here. That's it. And this was a fucking on a silver platter.
Great
of what
card,
we're
guys.
about.
We're not even to the main event yet. Of course, I would like to see Yuri win. We would like to see Pereira win. Whoever wins,
It doesn't matter because we're still up 20,000 plus fucking dollars, boys. Like we don't give a fuck about what happens next. We're riding high, boys. It is what it is. I hope Pereira runs that shit. Yuri, I don't give a fuck who wins in the main event. We're rich, boys. We'll see you in the next fucking breakdown of the main event. Woo! Woo! Alright, boys, we just watched the main event. Alex Pereira came through with the KO victory. And, you know, when we go against each other, we like to add stakes to it. Even though, at the end of the day, we made a fuck ton of money. The parlays might as well be... Holy fuck. Holy fuck. The next couple cards are going to be a little fucked. But regardless, we've got these shots scored up. You know, we keep it a gentleman's agreement here. We faded each other. He lost. He has to take the shot. But no, nothing taken away from him. We both made a shit ton of money. This is just part of the game, boys. I will say this was a good ass card. It was better than the original card. Diego Lopez pulled through. We slammed the whole fucking Hard Rock balance on his ass. He pulled through for us. This didn't. I didn't have money on this towards the end. He did. It didn't go our way, but fuck it. We just won a fuck ton of money. Like this. What did we go on this card? I think we got.
We lost like
We
two
lost.
or three.
We lost Anthony Smith to 0. We lost to 0. That's 2.
And
MVP. We only got 3 fights wrong on this fucking card, boys. Subscribe to this channel. Subscribe to us right now. No other channel on YouTube was running it like we are doing right now. That's as simple as it is, bro. Like, you can watch Lucas Tracy. You can watch all these other guys, but none of them are doing it like we are. We're giving you our raw reactions, unedited,
Making money.
having a good time with the boys. Like, that's what it's all about on this channel. And that's what fucking happened.
Guys, I'd love to see Yuri back in the octagon against a top 10 opponent, but I must say, I was capping on Alex Pereira. He's the better man. It's his division. I don't know anybody who's going to take it from him, and I'll just go ahead and admit that now, guys. Hope you guys had a good UFC 303. Had some fun with your friends. Won a little bit of money, guys. That's the end, and GCMMA out. See y'all, boys.